Hello friends, today we are going to learn data structure basic concept. So in this video we are going to learn first of all data, then what is the structure, then we are moving towards data structure and then we'll see what is need of data structure. Before data, we'll see first of all in difference between data and information. We can say data is the collection of numbers, alphabets and special symbols, and information is collection of data. Now let's see the example. Suppose in first set we have maintained just name of students. For example, Amar. Okay. So in another sheet, if you maintain more data about Amar, for example, with the name of the students, we'll maintain attendance of student, it is 90%, then roll number of student, it is 53, like this. Means we have stored more data about this data in the information. Okay, this we can say as a information where we are storing more data about this data. Okay, and this we can say as a data. That's why we can say data is a collection of numbers, alphabets and special symbol. So this we can say as a data. Okay, and information is collection of data. So this is data, this is another data, this is another data of this data. So this we can say as a information. So let's start with the data. We can say data is a piece of information. Any type of information we can consider in this. Suppose you have integer type of information. Suppose you have a character type of information, like a name of a particular person, that we can consider as a data. But generally there are two types of data. First we can say as atomic data, and second we can consider as a composite data. So what do you mean by atomic data? So atomic data we cannot decompose. It is a single entity only. If you are considering composite data, we can decompose it. Okay, so that is the main difference between composite data and atomic data. So let's see the example for atomic data. If you consider any integer value, for example 2344, if you want to divide it, we cannot divide, because after division of 8, meaning of 8 will be changed. Let's see, if you divide this number into two parts, 2344, again you can divide like this also, that is 234 4. Okay, this way there are many divisions, but meaning of this will be changed. Okay, the meaning of this is 2344, but you divide that data, meaning is here 2344, meaning is here 234 4, means actually meaning will change. Okay, so this data we cannot divide, and that type of data we can say as a atomic data. Another example you can take. Okay, suppose we have taken name of a particular person. Okay, so Amar is the name. Can we divide this data? No, we cannot divide, because if you divide it, what will happen? Meaning of it will change. So this type of data we can say as a atomic data. Now consider second case, that is composite data. We can divide it. It is not a single entity. Okay, so what is meaning of atomic data? Let's see one example. So example is the student database. So in student database, actually there are different entities. For example, student roll number, student name, student enrollment number, student result, student attendance. So these are the different entities are there in the student database. So this student database we can divide into different parts. We can divide that data like this in one sheet we can maintain the student roll number only, in another sheet we can maintain the student name only. So in that way we can divide that particular data. So that we can say as a composite data. So what is atomic data? That we cannot divide. If you divide, meaning of it will be changed. And second one is the composite data. We can divide it, meaning if you divide it, meaning of it will not change. So that is the difference between atomic and composite data. Now let's see the structure. Okay, so what do you mean by structure? We can formally define structure like this: way in which something is connected together and arranged together. So here what we need to arrange? We need to arrange the data. Okay, and we need to connect different data together. Okay, so actually structure means we are connecting different data together. So as all of you know, the array, okay, I'll give the example of that array. In array what we are doing? We are just keeping data one after another like this. You can see this example where we have kept data one after another. Means actually we have organized this data one after another. Okay, so this is the structure of data. We have arranging data one after another. Okay, way of arranging data is array. Okay, so that we can say as a structure. Now moving towards the data structure. What do you mean by data structure? If any particular structure we are using for organizing data, okay, in that case that we can say as a data structure. Formally, how we can say what is data structure? Particular way of storing, organizing data in a computer memory so that it can be accessed and modified easily. What we are doing? We are storing data. Okay, so let's take same example, that is array. We are storing data here one after another. Okay, we can organize data. So here how we have organized data? We have stored each and every data one after another. So that is the organization of data. So we have to organize this particular data in computer memory, okay, so that it can be accessed and modified easily. If you want to access data, this 31, you can access that data by using index of this particular array. Okay, so in that way we can access the data. Okay, and you can able to modify also this data. So if you want to search a data, if you want to delete this particular data, if you want to modify this data, update this data, means we need to remove this data, and where we need to place 42 suppose. So for that type we are using data structure. So formally how we can define data? We can say it is a particular way of storing, organizing data in a computer memory so that we can access that data easily and we can perform many operations on that data easily. So why you require this particular data structure? So here is written, amount of data day by day is increasing. We are creating complex applications by using different technologies. So in that we are the amount of data will be increasing. So in that case, to organize that particular data, we require some mechanism, and that we can say as a data structure. So in data structure, what we are going to do? We are organizing a data in such a way that we can easily access that data, we can easily modify that data, or we can perform different operations on it. And for that we require this data structure. So this is for today's lecture. So in the next video we are going to see what are the different types of data structures are there and information regarding same. All my dear students, kindly like, share and subscribe my channel for more information. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.